Hi, my name is Yamini Pandabragada and I'm going to show you examples of point mutations. I'm going to start off by showing the wild-type mRNA sequence. This sequence is shown from the 5' to 3' direction. After transcription, I'm going to show you the translation of the above sequence, which results in these 4 amino acids. So what are different mutations that can occur in coding sequences? So first example I will show is a missense mutation. Here is the mRNA sequence and here is the mutant. A missense mutation occurs when one nucleotide is substituted and a different codon is formed. So here, G was changed into A. So the end result now is the codon produces a different amino acid in the sequence of amino acids. For example, if a missense substitution changes a codon from AGC to AAC, the amino acid asparagine will be produced instead of serine. Since we're replacing G nucleotide with A nucleotide, this will be a transition, which is the change of a purine nucleotide into another purine. Next example I will show is a nonsense mutation. Here is the mRNA sequence and here is the mutation. Nonsense mutations occur when one nucleotide is substituted, and this leads to the formation of a stop codon instead of a codon that codes for an amino acid. A stop codon is a certain sequence of bases like UAG, UAA, or UGA in RNA that stops the production of the amino acid chain. It is always found at the end of the mRNA sequence when a protein is being produced. For example, if a nonsense substitution changes a codon from AAG to UAG, there will be a stop codon instead of lysine. It will prematurely terminate the amino acid sequence and prevent the correct protein from being produced. Since we're replacing A nucleotide with U, this will be a transversion, which is when purine is substituted for a pyrimidine, or vice versa. Next example I will show is a silent mutation. Here is the mRNA sequence and here is the mutation. A nucleotide is substituted, but the same amino acid is produced anyway. This can occur because multiple codons can code for the same amino acid. For example, if a silent mutation changes a codon from GUC to GUA, the same amino acid valine will form and the protein will not be affected. Since we're replacing C nucleotide with A, this will be a transversion. Last but not least, I will show you a read-through mutation. Here is the mRNA sequence and here is the mutation. In this mutation, a stop codon is changed to a codon that codes for an amino acid. For example, if a read-through mutation changes from a UAA to AAA, lysine will be formed instead of a stop codon, resulting in a longer protein. Since we're replacing U nucleotide with A, this will be a transversion as well.